Welcome back to the Possibility Storm. I'm your host Izlain, and this week we're back with another cEDH gameplay video for your viewing pleasure. This time the gang jumped on some older decks and or comfort picks and duked it out in a shorter game that you might expect from this lineup. Stay tuned. Did you know that 60% of the views on this channel come from you who are not subscribed? Hit the subscribe button. It's the best way to help us grow, and best of all, it's free. If you're feeling extra generous, you can head over to patreon.com/possibilitystorm pledge. For as little as $1, you can help me crank out even more content for you, while higher tiers come with added benefits. Enjoy the show. Hercules got the lucky roll this time and is playing his Witch King of Angmar deck, a mono-black discard outlet in the command zone. This list aims to get big, splashy, game-ending creatures into the graveyard early, and then uses reanimation tricks to cheat them into play on the cheap. From there, a number of lines can be worked towards to win the game, but it's likely too late for the rest of us by then. Expect things like Hoarding Broodlord, Mikaeus, and Asmodeus to rear their ugly heads. Next up is Rev piloting his version of Yuriko. The standard turn and burn style list, it still focuses on small evasive creatures in order to enable Yuriko's ninjutsu plan, aiming to manipulate the top deck or get lucky and flip large CMC cards off the top to damage the table. If the spell is an extra turn, then the plan is to keep doing it over and over until the table's dead. Otherwise, standard dimmer stuff like Thoracle and Consultation can end the game on the spot. I'm third, and I'm playing my Hylda of the Icy Ground deck. This Azorius deck is mostly control elements, with many of them being tap effects that feed our commander. Each time we can, we'll draw cards, create 4/4 beaters, or apply 1/1 counters to the squad. As such, we mostly win via combat damage, but we do have some combos with opposition and Mind Over Matter that can expedite the process. Last but not least is Joey piloting his classic Captain Sisay list. This one has been on the channel so many times I don't think I need to introduce it anymore, but he did recently update it a bit. Deck aims to get Sisay on the field early and utilize her tutor ability to find big threats to end the game. Some game-ending combos can be searched up as well, but overall it's a toolbox and performs as such. So there you have it. Let's see who takes the cake this time. Does anybody have pre-game actions?
I'd like to show you a gemstones and get rid of a Mox Diamond.
I will untap upkeep and draw. Good luck, gentlemen.
That's what you deserve.
Swamp is what I will just pass the turn here. Swamp pass.
Swamp pass? You got a little swamp pass?
Turn. Skeleton Tarn. I'm going to crack it. Do Underground Sea. Where are you? And then I'm going to tap one for a Hope of Gearper. And then I'll tap one for a Sensei's Divine Top. I'll pass turn.
Draw. P-Vista. Crack it. Let's get an island. Guess we'll just play this out now. It's a Flood. cEDH All-Star. It's an enchantment. I can pay 2 blue and tap target creature without flying. Just the kind of thing that you see in tournaments, you know? It works in conjunction with my commander, okay? Don't judge me.
I'm going to play this tapped Shifting Woodland. Pass.
Untap, upkeep, and draw a card. Alright, I will play an If Near Deadlands as my land. And we'll just cast a Jet Medallion. That is good. I will move to end step and pass.
Untap. In my upkeep, I'm going to activate top. Look at top 3. Put this one on top. Move to draw step. Play Misty Rainforest. Crack Misty Rainforest. I'll get a Watery Grave. Shock it in. Move to combat. Swing Hope over at you, Kirk. No blocks.
No block, take one.
Ninjutsu Yuriko in. I'll reveal top card. It is a Higger the Still Wind for 5. And then I'll pass turn.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying.
Appliance. And I'm going to play this Topplegeist. ETB, it taps a creature, which there's none. So,
okay.
Yes.
Tap and draw. Wow, you just love to draw gemstones. Ancient Tomb. And then I'm going to tap for 3, losing 2 life to the Ancient Tomb, and play a 1,000-year elixir. Alright, I got nothing else. Pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, and hopefully draw a banger here. Crystal Vein. Crystal, you're so vain.
Bet you think this song is about you.
There it is. End step, pass it up.
Untap. Upkeep, I'll activate top again. Oh, that's not good. Move to combat. Swing Yuriko over at Joey. No, take
no
one.
blocks. Yep,
Oh,
take 1.
I did forgot to draw a card for my turn. Yes. Okay. And then I'll reveal an island. No damage. Let's play Mutavault. I'm going to tap Mutavault for a Hope of Gearper. And then let's tap 2 for a Curse Totem.
Yeah, I don't really care about that.
Pass.
Untap. We're going to play Odawara. And then we're going to play an Arcane Signet. All pass.
I'll untap and draw. Well, I drew this Mox Diamond. Now I'm glad I drew the Gemstone. And then I'll play Windswept Heath as my land for turn. I don't know, 1 card in hand, boys. I'll crack the Windswept Heath. Tutor again. So I'll lose 2 life to the Ancient Tomb, and I got X equals 3 on this finale of Devastation. Gonna be Savannah.
Well, what do you guys think he's going to get with the Yeah, I'm going to force your finale pitching a Temporal Mastery.
Hellbent, boys. Yeah, I'm passing. I wouldn't have.
Right, beginning of end step. I would like to try and cast an Entomb. Vile
Sakashima
Entomber
student.
is going in the grave.
So you're gonna entomb something that entombs something, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds like someone's assembling a combo.
Don't know about all that.
Combo.
Untap, upkeep, draw a card. Crack this. Cast Defense Grid.
People don't play
maybe.
defense grid unless they're scary. I'm gonna give you a bird.
Find me a bird really quick. Let's go with discounted by 1. I'll cast a Shallow Grave. Return the top creature card of my graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. Vile Entomber is my only creature.
Is the exile or sacrifice? I can't remember.
He exiles at the beginning of the next end step. ETB, I have a trigger. I don't really know what I'm doing here. The Cursed Totem definitely messes up what I was going to try. Hoarding Brood Lord in the grave. Cast Culling the Weak, sacrificing Vile Entomber as an additional cost to cast it. 4 black mana in my mana pool. Use 1 of said black mana to cast a Persist. Targeting Hoarding Broodlord.
I'm going to activate top and draw a card. Okay. No, go ahead.
3 black floating. You're good with this, right?
Yep.
Okay. It comes in with a -1/-1 counter on it. ETB. Am I good to search?
Yes.
Yep.
That's saw in half, baby.
Maybe.
I mean, you have saw in half, sacrifice, peer into the abyss right in front of you.
Maybe.
Baby.
Tap to use these 2 for black. I guess I still have a discount here. So I can keep my 3 floating black. Attempt to cast Saw in the Half, targeting Hoarding Broodlord.
I'm passing.
Got nothing.
It's called these 2 Hoarding Broodlords. This one's dead. This one's in the grave. They are half power toughness. It was a
Like
6,
4 threes, I think.
3. So they are 3 3s. Because it had the -1/-1 counter from Persist. ETB trigger, go to tutor. Tap this one to cast. Sacrificing it as an additional cost. Puts me up to 11 black mana. Use 4 of it. No, use this. And 3 of it, going down to 2 black mana. Cast a Living Death.
Destroy all creatures, put everything on the battlefield in your control or whatever. Is that what
From
it
my
is? Or
grave,
swap?
from everybody's grave to the battlefield. Yep. So I will have a new Hoarding Broodlord enter and a Vile Entomber enter. So that's pretty hot. That's dead. That's gone. ETB 2 triggers. Like to resolve the Vile Entomber, then resolve Hoarding Broodlord. Well, with the Vile Entomber, I'll put Asmodeus or Asmodeus, the Archfiend, into the grave. Because I don't think I want to draw it.
Asmodeus.
Rock me, Asmodeus. Now, we'll tap these 2 nerds. Cast Peer into the Abyss, targeting myself, so it's going to cost 7 -2.
Haha, I've been
It's
waiting
gonna
all
cost
this
me
time, you
4.
fool. Deflecting
I'm
swap.
down to 4 black. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's 40, or what, 82 remaining in my library. To draw 41 and lose half my life. Good to resolve.
Yep.
I'm sure you can Praetor's Grasp someone for their Thoracle.
Cast my free shit here really quick. Sorry, I know this is taking forever. I do apologize.
No worries. Going off.
Well, there's free stuff. So, let's go with, use a black. Free. Cast a Mana Vault. Use 1 black. Discounted by 1 to cast a Cabal Ritual to get 5 black. So I'm going up to 7. We're most of the way there. I think we have a line. 3 colorless. Use 1 of said colorless to cast a Soul Ring. Tap Soul Ring for 2 colorless. So I have 7 black and 4 colorless currently. It's a Scourge Familiar using 3 colorless and a black. Discounted by 1. Cast a Heartless Summoning. Creatures I control get -1/-1, and creature spells I cast cost 2 less to cast. That might work. Okay, let's try that. 1 black mana going to 4. Cast Machias. He would cost me 3 less, so he only costs 3 black. 2 black. I sacked my Lotus Petal for a black in the middle of all that, sorry. This costs only 1 black to play. This'll work. Okay, we found it. We found a line. Ruthless Technomancer. There's the one. ETBs, I'll sack Hoarding Broodlord for 8 treasures. There, we got it. Hoarding Broodlord would return because of Machias. It'll ETB, it'll have a -1/-1 counter on it. That card. And exile for 1 black and 1 treasure. Cast the Meathook Massacre. So whenever a creature I control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. And I will cast Walking Ballista X equals 0. It will enter the battlefield. It will die because of Machias. It'll have, what's the word? Undying. So it will enter as a 1/1. I don't know if that works with state-based with actions. If I can remove the counter to... I can't remove the counter.
No, yeah. Heartless Summoning is fucking here.
I can't remove the counter anyway because of the Curse Totem, right?
Does that still come back? Does it
So it would die. You would all lose a life. Because
Does that
of
work?
Meathook Massacre, right?
I guess that would work.
Whenever a creature I control dies, each opponent loses 1 life.
Well, yeah, that part would work, but with the Heartless Summoning, like the Heartless Summoning and Machias at the same time, I don't know how that would work.
It's -1, not a -1 counter.
Right. So it'll enter the battlefield again with a 1/1 counter on it as a 1/1 because of the +1/+1 for humans. So you guys have only lost 1 life. Yeah, once again, that damn card's screwing me over, Rev. 34. How do I kill Rev? I think Rev has ruined my plan. Cast some stuff here. This is all discounted by 3 if it's a black creature. So I've got 7 treasures. Let's use a treasure. So going down to 6 treasures. Cast Grim Hireling that you guys didn't know about totally. Hey, there we go. Colorless, discounted by 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more treasures going to 4. Cast a Triskelion. 3 treasures. Cast an Apprentice Necromancer. It's a 1/1, but it's a 2/2 because of Homeboy. Sack a treasure. Cast an Orcish Bowmaster. ETB, it's a +1 and then -1. Let's shoot. Rev for 1. 7, sure. Discarding. Feed the Swarm. Blood Pet, Final Parting, Mausoleum Secrets, Land, Wishclaw, Phyrexian Devourer, Land, Exhume, Victimize, Reanimate, Imperial Seal, Grim Tutor, Land, Chronicus, Dothy, Conqueror's Flail, Land. Pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
I do not know how we have a turn right now, boys.
Because I
Tap
could not
Water
find a
Grave
line
to
to
make
win.
Mutavault to 2/2.
Ooh, spicy.
Swing 1 over at Joey. Or swing 2 over
I'm
at
going to
Joey.
dismember that, paying 4 life and a treasure. And when that creature died, I believe whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, I gain a life. So I'll gain a life for that.
Okay.
Wow.
I will play a Underground River as my land for turn. Second main. Tap 1. Top. Tap 1. Look at the top. Pass turn.
Feels good. Feels good, you know? Untap. I'll cast Hylda. Hylda. If she get
Really
up passing.
Oh,
Well, his cat
Gary's
could play
doing
for
something,
him.
Yeah, Gary's got it.
Gary. Come on, Gary.
Untap
for
those
turn,
lands,
Gary.
Wait, is it my turn?
Your turn, buddy.
We're trying to coax your cat into drawing for you, but
Not playing that. I guess I'll play my commander. Pass the turn.
I pass on that. Surprising, I know. Untap.
crazy.
I will pay to untap the Mana Bolt. What do you think of that?
That's wild.
Go to draw step. Draw this card. Go to combat. Rev, coming at you with everything.
How much am I taking? You do the math.
27, 28. It's only 29, so gain a life. I apologize.
I'm at 4.
Move to end step. Pass it up.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I'm going to play a Verdant Catacombs and lose a life.
I'm going to respond.
You son of a gun.
Pay 1 black. Cast an opposition agent.
Yep. What do you want? I have Swamp. So you get a choice. Do you want snow covered or regular?
I want the snow-covered swamp.
Wow.
Okay. I will tap 1, activate top, look at the top 3, and then I will move to combat.
All right. In response, I will sack 2 treasures for 2 black mana. 3 discounted by 1, 4. I will attempt to cast Awake the Dead X equals 4. Return X target creatures from my graveyard to the battlefield. Sacrifice those creatures at the beginning of the next end step. Would you like me to pick my targets, or is this not resolving?
Go. I'm not doing anything about this.
Okay, my targets are Blood Pet, sure, Dothy, Phyrexian Devourer, and the 4th is Necrotic Goose. There we go. There's my 4.
So those would come in and they die at his end step?
At the beginning of the next end step, they will be sacrificed. That is correct.
I am moving to my second main, and I'll move to my end step.
Okay, trigger Wake the Dead. Sack these 4 creatures. Each of you will lose 4 life because of the Meathook Massacre.
I see what you're doing.
Still in end step. I would like to remove a counter from Walking Ballista to shoot itself. It will die. It will come back. When it dies, you guys will have a Meathook Massacre trigger to lose a life, it will return. It'll get a 1/1 counter, and I would like to represent that loop. If you have an interruption to that loop, I do have Triskelion as a backup to do the same kind of loop.
Yeah, I got an open.
Good here.